Gamer Actual here. Welcome to a brand new Gamer Interrupted here on YouTube. Today, with our new friends Jobie and Josh, we're going to be discussing Stranded Deep, Valorant's anti-cheat software, as well as movie games, and our top 5 family movies. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to a brand new Gamer Interrupted. As you will remember, I am your host, the one, the only Doc Shippey. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We had a very special show for you. We have some new friends who decided to join us tonight. Give a very special welcome to Jobie and Josh. Hey guys. Oh, and there's that AJ guy. You can ignore him.
Hey, I'm here too.
What's up?
How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good.
Oh, we're doing really good. It's been a great night.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good week too.
Making it through quarantine pretty well.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for joining us tonight. So tell us a little bit about yourself, about what you guys are doing right now.
Really, we're just getting through this quarantine, hanging with the kids. We made this new channel.
Yeah, our YouTube channel, Jobie and Josh Gaming, where mainly we've been putting out Animal Crossing videos, but we have a little bit of Overwatch here and there.
Yeah, I saw you guys. I discovered you. I was on YouTube and I was searching 5-star tour islands, and I came across both of you guys' videos, and I loved them. And I was like, these guys are freaking mint. I need to reach out to them. I loved your guys' your chemistry together was so good. The way you play off each other, you can tell that you guys aren't faking it. You guys are, a real couple. And tell us about your story. I read on your page that you guys are kind of like a Yours, Mine, and Ours family.
Yeah.
If our viewers remember that movie from back in the day.
Yeah, we started dating as basically a family. Josh had 2 kids. I had 1. They were 6, 4, and 2 at the time.
Yeah.
So now we have our own together.
Yeah.
So we've got the kid.
He's 2 now.
Yeah, yes, now he's 2.
He's about to be 3.
Yep, so we have 11, 9, 6, and 2 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it makes it sound like we have our hands full in this house. Well, yeah, we do. So it doesn't make sense.
How do you guys manage to put together such quality content when you got a full house running around behind you?
We kind of wait till they go to bed. We pull a lot of all-nighters. I usually edit once they're sleeping. A lot of times they like to take part, though. They'll, play in the video. My little girl, completed her museum. She's like, come tour it. I'm like, okay. So they kind of have a hand in some of it.
We have planned to do tour Lilith's museum.
Yeah, but they give us time. We're pretty good.
We've got a couple chats. So Miranda Lorian says, Josh, love the star tat.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have another guy named Despair Fulla MVS says, hey, it's Justin.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, Justin.
So tell us what's the kind of videos you have on your channel right now? What's your style?
Right now we're just doing kind of a lot of tours and tutorials and kind of collection, here's some things and here's how to get it. We really started it just to show off the town, but now I think we found an interest in being helpful for other people.
Yeah, it seems to resonate a lot better whenever we get questions or just requests of, can somebody give us this garden cart or whatever, and rather than having them go to some kind of trading post or whatever where they're going to have to pay a bunch of bells or whatever. We usually just make stuff and give it to people.
We collect a lot of things extra, and the Discord that we build, we really just try to help everybody out with the game. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that's something I told Dan about when I first told him that I discovered you guys, is that you have a lot of community involvement right now, especially with your Discord. Something I've kind of tried to get us going the last few months that we've come back.
Yeah, we love our Discord. They're really active. They're really kind people. They really commented on how it's a very nice vibe, safe one. They come from other Animal Crossing type things where people are just, hateful. That whole time travel controversies going around, and in our group we really have no issues, and we're really lucky for that. It really grew organically in that way.
Yeah, I think so. It wasn't even the intention to have a big, huge community, but people just started coming in and they like the vibe that we have.
Yeah, we welcome them with open arms.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a good journalist if I didn't ask, how many hours have you guys spent individually on your islands? How much gameplay hours?
I have to be near
500.
I would say 250. I would say 250. When I posted my first 5-tour video 20 days ago, I had 150 hours, pretty much on the dot. So I've played another 20 days. So yeah, you're right. Probably close to 500 on my just that alone.
Do the math.
Dan, I think we got some chat going there. Do you see?
A little bit, yeah. Everybody's saying hi. We have Ashley
Josh.
Chin
Hey,
saying
what's up?
hi, Jobie and Josh. The AC server is pretty mean, but this one is very lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
Who is it? Mike Muss 97 says hello. And
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Mike.
Mike.
that's pretty
Garden
much
park.
everybody.
Yeah. That's
The
our
chat's
garden.
been pretty active.
Yeah, great. It's good chat. Anything you guys want to ask Jobie and Josh, go ahead and type it in, and we'll let them know throughout the interview.
I'm going to be monitoring the chat, so anything you guys have to ask, feel free to shoot it here. I'm ETG Actual in the chat, so feel free to say hi.
So you guys' latest video, you went over like the seasons video, different things for the seasons. I saw that you did a wonderful job, by the way, letting people know that, hey, there's going to be some spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
yeah.
I try
found-
to be extremely careful about that. When I waited for Animal Crossing Fairies, I was stoked. So I joined this Facebook group, and they were posting these spoilers, and I was like, God, I wish I didn't know that. Like when they were
Yeah.
they posted like there's multiple levels now, and I'm like, so it kind of like it ruined that excitement. So I didn't want to do that to anybody else ever. Like I try to be super cautious. And in my
Thanks for doing that. Looking out for the community there. We have Kale Bear says, yeah, the spoiler warning was so thoughtful. Yeah, definitely.
Thanks. And I try to like make it like long too, like in case they miss the chat, I do it like 15 seconds.
Yeah,
And then I
right.
try to let them know when it's safe to go back in case they want to continue the video. Because I know, like for me, Josh went to the snow before I did, and I was like, I wasn't ready to see that yet.
Wasn't ready, right?
Yeah,
I personally haven't time traveled. I kind of want to have the experience to not to, but I love looking on all the other YouTube videos and see what you guys have been doing.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, in the video you mentioned that, what was it? How many clams did you have to dig up for that fish tournament thing you were talking about?
Oh,
it was
my
like
God.
600 clams. Is that right?
Yeah.
Gosh, I couldn't believe that number when I heard that. How long were you in that tourney for?
I was fishing for like probably on and off for 2 days.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
We're working on the Blue Rose tutorial to kind of walk everybody through the advanced guide because we know it's tough, and we spent a straight 24 hours working on that. Josh
Yeah.
didn't even sleep. He's like, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, and he did. He got it for everybody. So we wanted to break it down.
Yeah.
It's difficult, not to claim that we knew how to do it. We found the guide and want to give credit to the person who did figure out the genetics, but
Yeah,
we
but-
wanted to break it down. So
Yeah, we heard a lot that people were like confused by the directions, and I mean, if the first time I read it, I was like, "What the?" It just looks like crazy.
you gotta
steps.
go step by step.
Yeah, and I guess I kind of just like wrapped my brain around it eventually, and I was like, "Okay, wait, no, I can break this down." It's
I
super
gotta
easy.
agree with Pandali in the chat. That's dedication right there.
Yeah.
Mike says, what?
Allie is actually one of my best friends. We've been close
Oh, wow.
together. We became moms together too, so we got a special bond.
And she's-
So last week, Dan and I talked about Final Fantasy. We noticed on your channel, Josh, you're doing a lot of
Love
streaming
Final
for Final Fantasy.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, when it first opened.
let's see. Hold on, wait. Let me see if I can get on there. That's the comment.
Final
Yes.
Fantasy has
Yeah.
a big role in us getting together,
Yeah, actually,
honestly.
it does.
Really? Yeah, tell us a little about that.
Cloud with the Buster Sword in like the dirt, looking over Midgar, was my cover photo on Facebook. And when she saw that, she actually said, "Is that Cloud with the Buster Sword?" in a Facebook message, and I was like,
Who is
What?
this girl?
"What?
She knows Final Fantasy.
She knows what's going
Not
on.
a woman."
That's
My
awesome.
goodness.
No, she was she knew like a lot about it, so it shocked the hell out of me. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I need to pay attention to this girl. She's special.
I've been a gamer nerd my whole life, so
Yeah.
I remember for a
What?
kid begging my parents. I was like 7-year-old girl. I'm like, please get me the Dragon Ball Z action figures.
What kind of games, like genre besides Animal Crossing and stuff were you guys into? I think I could
Oh,
honestly, just watching you guys and just, I think there's probably about 4 or 5 different personalities of video gaming in our little call right now. Like for
Yeah.
me, example, I'm really, really into sports games, and Dan thinks that they're the scum of the earth. So.
Hey. I don't think they're the scum
I
of
think
the
the
earth,
most
mind
sports
you.
that I played was the Lucio's ball in Overwatch, where he played soccer as Lucio. That's as close as I get to sports.
I mean, the closest to a sports game I get is Blitzball in Final Fantasy X. So, I mean, I got nothing
Like,
against
it's a
sports
sports
games.
mini
It's just
game.
not my cup of tea. I had, however, to quote Penny Arcade, if you break it down to be like an RPG, sports games kind of make some sense. I mean, you look at a football game, you have your linebackers, those are your berserkers and your fighters. Your mage is the quarterback, and
there we go. We're breaking down football nerd style.
The line is tanks.
Yeah, there's the tanks and the support.
Yeah.
If that floats your boat, you can do it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think I have enough time to list how many types of games I play.
We play a lot of everything. Josh really expanded my gameplay because I was like a strict Nintendo, Mario Kart, like Harvest. I stayed in that genre.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Josh pushed me out of it. He made me play Dark Souls. I got killed by the wolf and I quit.
Yeah, that was Bloodborne. But I mean, still a Soulsborne
game.
She was talking shit when she came to my house one time. She's like, I bet I could breeze right through it. And I was like, all right, bruh. Go ahead.
Bet.
And that first werewolf like murdered her super fast.
I quit. It wasn't fun.
A fun fact about that though, and I don't know if you remember it, but right after that happened, I had never beaten that thing unarmed. And anybody who's played Bloodborne knows that the first wolf you meet, you don't have any weapons. It's before you go to the Hunter's Dream or whatever it's called. And I was like, watch, I'm gonna beat him without any weapons, and I actually did. I was like, oh shit. I didn't expect. I didn't think I was actually gonna do that, but I did. It was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever done it again though.
I got stuck on my time at Porsche. I don't know if anybody played that. Those games suck.
I've been looking into that one. It's another.
Yeah.
It looks like another like Animal Crossing type of crafting, Harvest Moon type of game.
Yes.
I sunk probably over 200 hours into that game at least.
Wow,
that's fantastic.
Everything.
Dude, yeah, no.
We've got some serious gamers on our hands here, guys.
Alpha on my computer for that game. Like before, I had the alpha, the beta, and then I played the game. I was in love with it. I didn't even care about the bugs or the glitches. I played the heck out of that one.
That's me and Ark. I've been with Ark since the alpha, and it still has its claws in me. Even though I get my heart broken time and time again when I log on only to see an Alpha Rex just destroy my castle I've just built.
Oh, that's rough.
I've dumped 100 hours, and it's just like, why?
We saw the video release for Anthem, so I made Josh buy 2 copies that day, and that was
how
probably
disappointed
one of our
were you?
gaming regrets.
A little bit let down.
Oh,
we couldn't even sell that one back.
No,
we looked into selling it back. It was $1.
Yeah,
so we have a question here from Miranda Lorian. He says, "What do you guys think of the FF7 remake? I'm deciding if I want to play it."
Yes, get it.
Oh man,
get it.
Asking me that question is asking me to break down, like, I don't know if it's big brain stuff or just me being a conspiracy theorist, but without trying to go into too much of a spoilery territory, I feel like people who did not play the original won't understand the flash forwards, and they're just gonna hear from other people that the game has been remade, when in my opinion, and I mean, I can get flamed for it by the internet, it's fine, I don't care. I feel like they're doing an alternate timeline, because like the constant theme throughout it is fight against destiny and change destiny. Like basically Aerith is saying the whole time, subtly, I'm going to get my ass killed. Let's not let that happen.
So one of the things that I've been hearing a lot about the game is that whereas the original was kind of like an outline for it, now that they have the technology and the time, they're fleshing out everything and just expanding on the lore and the story there. So what you're getting isn't really the same game. It's more of just like an expansion on it. So us fans that have been there since the very beginning have been like, yes, I remember this, and snap, they're changing it. And one of the things
that was Josh's exact reactions as he played through. I never played 7, and watching the game, it was very reminiscent to me of Kingdom Hearts, which I poured my life into.
Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah, so I think you should definitely try playing it. I think you're going to love it for what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to go in open-minded.
Yeah, you just have a comment from the game on my arm. It's literally the original Final Fantasy VII is my favorite of all time. Period. The end. I love 8 too.
Mine's Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts.
That being said,
one of the things they've said is one of the reasons Now, one of the big reveals in the game is Sephiroth, and that's the big bad that everybody knows and loves. And the reason why they reveal him earlier in the remake, spoilers by the way for those of you playing at home, is that whereas the original kind of had that Jaws mentality where they were building up to this big reveal of this big bad, now everybody knows who he is and everybody's aware of that, so they didn't feel like it would do him justice. Yeah, it wasn't necessary.
Makes sense.
I mean, I'm still kind of knocking it around in my brain whether or not he's still a clone with Genova cells like he was in the original.
Spoilers!
Well, yeah, spoilers already. I figured it that quick. But I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the case. So, like I said, it's kind of an alternate reality to me because they keep flashing to the original scenes, but none of that stuff's happening. So,
I know I haven't played it and I want to.
Yeah, but I mean, and that is kind of the cool thing about it, I guess. You'll have
for people like me who've never played.
It's the same story, but it's not the same story.
But it's a great game in general. Like, it looks beautiful.
It's
the menus.
Oh yeah,
great.
definitely gorgeous.
Sure.
I'm a big menus person. Like, if a menu frustrates me, I won't play the game. I'll put it down.
So we're gonna take one more question. This one comes from Despair, and he says, "Will you be working on a painting video for Animal Crossing?"
Yes, we are.
Okay. Yeah, can you explain that a little bit?
I saw that a lot of people have already figured out. I was so frustrated with it last night. I tried to go off the new leaf just to see, like, maybe they didn't change it, but they totally did. So they're all different in different ways from the previous games.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to list out all the ones we can get. We plan on binging that in the next couple days to help people out, and we're going to put in the Discord, like, as we collect them. I won't be as quick as some people, I can't knock it out in 6 hours, but we're definitely going to do that for everybody to help them out so they don't waste their bells on those fakes, because it is frustrating.
Yeah, we actually made a channel in the Discord today called Art Class. And
nice.
It says
Art Class, I love it.
people with an art history degree, you found your calling.
Nice.
So come and tell us.
Come and do it.
Yeah,
definitely.
Help people out.
So Jobie and Josh, something that we do, so Game Interrupt is kind of just like a rundown kind of Sports Center style news thing that we're doing. We've got some topics tonight. Dan, you wanted to start us off. What do you got tonight?
Yes, so new to the PlayStation Store, for those of you who have PC, have been playing it for a while, Stranded Deep. Amazing survival game. Those of you who know me know I absolutely love survival games, crafting games, games where I can just sit there, zonk out in this giant sandbox world and pretend to be a survivor of some sort. Stranded Deep, I love it, but there's one thing about this game that's driving me nuts. No inverted controls. Absolutely not. It's like, why? I play everything
if your brain
inverted.
is programmed a certain way, that makes it tough to adjust.
Yeah.
So not only am I fighting the environments, I'm struggling with this controller. And to be honest, I kind of feel it adds a little bit to the game because, as you struggle to survive.
Making you struggle more on purpose?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I suffer for my art.
They're going to send you in with a handicap already.
Yeah, exactly. And
How do you guys feel about the sandbox style game?
I like them. What was that game that you bought me with the space and they had to fix it and change it?
Oh.
Dang, what was
No Man's
it?
Sky.
Yes,
No Man's Sky. Okay,
I played that the minute it came out, and I played it until I couldn't go anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say Outer Worlds, but I've just got RPGs in the brain.
I love this kind of game.
Those
But yeah,
of you who
most
follow
of
the
Man's
channel,
Sky.
my buddy Aoski used to stream it, No Man's Sky with us, and he absolutely stands by the game. He's been pitching me to get back into it now that they have added base building.
Oh yeah,
and
they've had a
everything.
lot.
Yeah, I think it's a whole new game if you have it and haven't played since the beginning.
Yeah, it's the game they promised us.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you look at back, what was it, 5 years ago when the game was initially coming out, the game we have now is the game they promised. And
Hello Games
I'm
broke
glad
my
it held
heart
on
back
to
then.
it.
Yeah, for real.
I wouldn't get rid of my copy.
No.
But I will
But
give
they
them
were a
this.
small development team at the time, so I think they just needed time. I think they handled it well.
They-
I don't think they tried to run away from their problems. They acknowledged it.
No, I don't think they did. Yeah.
And
I
I'll
have
give
a lot of
them
respect
this,
for that
is that whereas most companies, I mean, look at Anthem. They
Yes.
ditched it. But the creators of No Man's Sky literally took it and were like, you know what? It's rough right now. Let us keep polishing it. And that's what they did, is they sat there.
They did
put
it
the
in a
time
really
in.
respectful way.
Oh,
Yeah, I agree with that. for sure.
Anthem, I've never had experience in a video game like that in my life.
Anthem got like dropped and repicked up like 4 times after they initially announced it. It wasn't even the same. They weren't even supposed to fly at first. Like
I had a high frustration level for that because I loved the game. I did, and I would try to play and it was broken. And I was like, why?
Did you guys read that Kotaku article where one of the devs leaked that when they initially showed the game at E3, that was the first time the devs had seen what they were supposed to be making. Oh, yes, so that's the game we need to make.
Oh, that's the one, yeah.
That's it.
I researched this. I mean, I was frustrated because I loved it, so I stayed up to date. I mean, I Googled this probably daily. Like, what are you doing? What is happening?
Oh, yeah.
I have put $120 into this. I need it to work.
Yeah, I became a subreddit fiend for the Anthem subreddit, and
I love the not salty Reddit. I was like, I think the breaking point for me was when we realized we had put about 40 hours in.
I already know where you're going with this.
Yeah, we had put about 40 hours in, got some great weapons, and then it came out that your first weapon was the strongest. Your level 1 was glitched to be the best. And I was like, it is. So we tested it out. I'm like, this is insane.
Oh, that pissed me off so much.
And I think that's when we gave up. I think that's when we let it go.
Yeah. That's when we pulled an Elsa.
Yeah.
You let it go.
Let it go, yeah. So Dan, what's your overall consensus with Stranded Deep? Is it yay or nay? Should we run out and grab it, or
buy? Right now, it's in the PlayStation Store for $20, and I mean
that's great. Good price right now for
quarantine.
It's a good
survival sandbox game. You'll dump a lot of time into it, so long as you can get over the non-inverted controls. If you play inverted like me. Definitely run out and buy it. I love it.
I don't.
That being said, the graphics are kind of still in the alpha stage, but it's good.
No, I played Portia. It's fine. I think it's something we'll try. I love trying any game, and I love that now we can show people that too.
Yeah.
Another game that just came out right now in closed beta. I just looked over to my left and I saw all my followed channels. About 75% of them are streaming Valorant right now. Have you guys heard about Valorant?
Oh yeah,
we talked about it today.
Yeah, we talked about it today.
That we're definitely giving a try.
Actually, talking to Pandeli about it.
Dan's giving us the X. Dan says he doesn't want to play it.
Do it.
And whenever I was talking to her about it, I realized that I actually have not touched my Riot account since you and I started dating. Whenever we played League of Legends once.
Oh
wow.
Yeah, like
guys, I'm bad at League of Legends.
Well, that's when we switched to Hearthstone.
Yes, I want to
be honest with you guys.
But
I played League of Legends for like 5 minutes, and I was like, eh.
And I love it, and I want to be good at it. I'm just not. My brain just isn't equipped for it.
I can't do
wish.
it. I got pretty decent at it back in the day, but when I jumped back on, when we played like the 1 or 2 times we did, it was mostly bots, like in the lower levels, and I was like, man, this is boring. I'm not gonna go all the way up to 30 playing against bots.
I'm jealous of the people.
I didn't like that either. Yeah.
Playing it.
Yeah.
So something interesting that came out with Valorant, people, the way they got access to it, they're watching the streams and they're giving out stream codes. I had a buddy of mine that in my game design class, he was telling me, he said he was streaming Valorant. I was like, what the heck is that? And he basically told me it's Overwatch with League of Legends a little bit.
That's what Josh exactly explained it to me as. Yeah,
that's pretty much what had piqued my interest at first, but I mean, it kind of fell off the radar because I'm still obsessive over Overwatch.
So, Mirandalorian just posted in the chat something that kind of my take on the whole thing, that Valorant's anti-cheat is stealing people's data. That has been a huge thing in the...
that is
a lot of news is coming out of that. It's very scary, and a lot of it's getting leaked to China, which is one of the things that's been... Riot is... owned by Tencent.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That does concern me. I was actually, I don't know how related you would think it is, but I was on my Walmart app, and there's actually a section that says, don't sell my data. Like, you have to opt out. And I went to opt out, and it's like, you have to be in California and be covered by their law of protection. So in Louisiana, apparently they can sell our data, and we have no say. So that is a growing concern for sure, with everything being digital, especially.
Yeah, whenever I went to install it, I saw that it would do the anti-cheating software after the first run through the game whenever it booted up, and I was like, I
don't like that either. It's just way too invasion of privacy, and I'm not 100% positive what they're taking from us either, you know?
Right, yeah.
So one of the things...
Can they take my debt?
I don't know if you guys follow the Angry Joe show. So one of the things that they were saying is that the reason why it does, it's always on. So as soon as you turn on your computer or as soon as you turn on your laptop, it kicks on, which is one of the reasons why they say it's been stealing all of your stuff, your information. And they say the reason why they do that is because it can't just start when you start the game, because a lot of times that's when the hackers turn on a lot of their hacking software is before they log in. So
that's a good excuse to get it on throughout your whole computer.
So,
yeah, I call bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
That's why I'm just like, nah. I'll sit this one out. I'll watch the other streamers play it, but not for me.
I might give it a shot. Maybe not right now. Maybe later, just to see what it's all about.
I don't care. I just know that I owe debt like that.
Yeah, they'll just have our debt.
Yeah, I mean,
we ain't got nothing free to take.
Go ahead and take that one. Another story that people are having with like cheaters and things like that, anti-cheat, Call of Duty Warzone. Some interesting stuff from this story. We have two kind of segments with this. First, that cheaters are being forced together in their matchmaking on PC. It's like crazy.
I think that's hilarious.
Amazing.
It is the smartest thing I've ever heard.
I think that's great.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know what game they do that in, but they
might have more fun that way. Hey.
No, they're gonna be pissed because everybody's gonna have like God mode and they'll be lagging through stuff, and
that's what they want.
It's gonna be a big shit show. That's all that is.
Another thing, they a lot of console players from Xbox and PS4. Because if you guys aren't, or viewers aren't aware that these Call of Duty games is now cross-platform, a lot of them are banding together and turning off their ability to interact with PC players, so they just don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
I don't think console can play PC. I don't think.
Let's see the master race go now. Come on, PCs, go play in the corner where you belong.
I don't think you can mix it. You cannot move your controller. You don't have the same reaction speed that you will have versus a mouse and keyboard.
No, I mean, because if you put me on Overwatch on the PS4 and then put me on PC, it's like night and day.
It is.
I had the same experience trying to switch over with Rainbow Six. It wasn't even the same game for me.
No.
It's not. Like,
it's kind of messed up too, though, for me, because I've played PC for so long now on Overwatch that I suck on PS4 now.
I wish I was better on PC, but my brain, it doesn't function well in like two places. So I play decently Overwatch on the PS4. Yeah. I am truly a gold level player. I'm not mad about my rank. It is who I am. I am gold.
Hey man, you do you.
Yeah. I won't be your worst, but I won't be able to carry you either.
Oh man, I like whenever I activated your account on PC.
God.
I know smurfing's frowned upon, but oh my god, those people would like stand still and just like look up and
people
stuff.
like me.
I don't know. That was a fun match, but then the game immediately got that MMR. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I'm glad there's not a way that we can play against each other in that game.
Now your PC account is diamond. So.
Oh hey.
Oh look at that! Wow, a little crazy with a diamond. Wow, I haven't touched Call of Duty in a while.
I tried it. It's rough for me. I got into Overwatch. Josh got me. It was my first shooter, and I try Call of Duty and stuff, but I'm one of those people like I can't see. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like the layout, the people, and where they are. I've heard that a lot. I can't see it.
I've heard a lot of people that like just get into Call of Duty for the first time. Like even the old Modern Warfare 4. I mean, Call of Duty 4, the original Modern Warfare. My friend tried it. How many ever years ago that was. And he was like, dude, I can't even see anything. Everything's just same.
Yeah, it happens fast. I don't have fun. I try to get better because obviously you're not going to go in well, but I just can't see. So
I was knocking out choppers left and right back then.
I let it go.
Dan's got some heavy opinions about those kind of games as well.
I don't do the online multiplayer games. That's not really my cup of tea.
I feel like me and Dan are on the same level.
I love multiplayer games. I'm just a competitive person.
I don't like letting people down, so I don't like...
It's too much responsibility. You get yelled at.
See, I'm a collector. I like Harvest Moon. I like mutating my fruits and my vegetables. I like calm games.
I love that stuff too. I mean, I like that stuff. That's why I said
I like building games where things come and ruin my life, and I end up throwing my controller through my TV. Ark, I love you. Stop hurting me. Hashtag an abusive relationship with Ark.
Oh my god,
you're making me want to try it. Oh my gosh,
y'all should definitely, and we have a good interaction with our community with Ark as well.
We really do, and if you guys play Ark, we do run an Ark server, so you guys are more than welcome to hop on.
Awesome.
We
Thank
will.
you.
Yeah, for sure. I love trying new things, so
Yeah.
I'm about it. I'll try anything. If people want to watch me be bad at something new, that's fine.
Sometimes that's what people like to watch.
Yeah.
They like to watch, like, actually some of the most popular Overwatch videos that I ever watched, like, that had the most views back in the day, were people who were like bronze level. It was just so funny to watch them, like.
Thanks. Josh says watch me as a joke.
No, it's entertainment.
Another kind of a crazy story that I read this week. Valve, they confirmed that their code was leaked. They were hacked and leaked.
Half-Life
And
confirmed.
so they're saying, but they did have a quick response. They said, don't worry about CSGO, but however, they're going to delay Team Fortress 2 because of this.
You mean Team
This one
Fortress
hits-
3?
Why do people
This
do it?
one,
I mean,
this one hits hard for me. Like, as a game designer, I know how much work goes into writing code and like everything, and it sucks to see like someone like go in there and just say, "Hey, here's the internet. Just everyone now. Here's what you got to do."
Yeah, it's wrong.
oh yeah, just
It's
do it
wrong. People
writing code
are
period is
working
pain in
and
the butt.
putting their personal time and things like that. I don't like that. Like pirating music and stuff. Like those artists put time into it. Like that's their
No.
life and that's their income. I don't approve.
Yeah,
I don't.
22-year drummer here. I can't stand that either.
Mm-mm.
Dan, have you ever had any experience with anything like that? Any hacking or anything in your accounts?
So I can't really say heads or tails on that, but I have, when we did first start, we did have a couple other streams steal our salt mines idea. So
wow.
those of you who don't follow ETG regularly, we do have a YouTube show called The Salt Mines where we team up with one of the local game stores, and myself or one of our other talents sit there and discuss things that are going on in tabletop gaming.
Oh yeah.
And blast
cool.
Star Wars
I like that.
regularly and Disney. And we've actually gotten a cease and desist from Disney. Or I haven't
Oh, wow.
seen it, but we've gotten a cease and desist apparently
That's
for putting
wild.
Kathleen
We got one
Kennedy on
once.
blast.
Can't even lie. You got a cease and desist for a Disney movie that we watched.
Yeah.
a little, yeah.
Movie though.
Oops.
So
Whoopsie whoops.
Cinderella of all.
Cinderella. Well, that's one of their classics. They're crazy about those vault
It was.
movies.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
No. It was like the live action when I was downloading it for the kids. Like, why the hell would I watch that?
It's okay if you're into Cinderella, you can totally tell us.
No,
Josh, that's
don't
no
get me wrong.
problem.
I love
mean,
old
there's
Disney
nothing wrong with
cartoons.
that.
Like, I'm a.
We're actually, I think our main goal in life is to one day get annual passes and just go to Disney 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. When this is all over, you can you imagine the parks right now when this is all
my
over?
God.
They're
I would
No.
love to.
No way.
I want drone footage. I want somebody to go and drone the whole thing so I can see it.
I live pretty close, and I can't imagine the amount of people that are going to come through our airport because of that.
Nope.
Yeah. I'm actually nervous. My little girl, she's 6, and she has a trip planned with her dad's side of the family, and they're supposed to leave in the beginning of June. I'm like, first of all, is it going to be open? If so,
Yeah.
it's
Dude.
nerve-wracking when that reopens for
It's
sure
gonna
for
be
her to be
crazy.
going. So many things are going to be shut down. I really think people who want to go need to wait.
Oh yeah, big time. It's
But I mean, it's such a like double-edged sword though, because everybody's gonna say, "Oh, we should wait." Then nobody will
I
go.
don't think so.
No,
I think
yeah,
people are going to flood it.
No, I was gonna say the reality is that everybody else is gonna say everybody should wait, but they're gonna go.
Yeah.
But they're all gonna say that, and I'll go at the same
Those
time.
pass holders I'm sure they're aching for it. I follow a lot of Instagram moms who go regularly,
Yeah.
weekly, and I know like that it's gonna be flooded. It's gonna be
We've got a message in the chat said Miranda Lorraine said they are shooting to be open in June. However, I'm not convinced that they will.
I feel the same,
I
and
don't
fingers
know.
crossed that they don't.
Having worked for Disney, if there's a will, there's a way. They are usually very quick to
They
do
were
things
last
like
to
that.
close. You can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell their hand was forced. You can tell it wasn't their choice.
Yeah.
For sure. They were last of almost anything to close, like after Giant, NFL and everything else. So I know they want to push to open, but I do agree that they should be waiting. I don't think
Yeah.
it's time. That's just
I-
my opinion, though.
I agree. I'd have to agree with you as well, Joby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We don't want a
arguments on
second
this
wave. We don't. There's a saying: if you don't have time to do it right, then you must have time to do it over. And I feel like that really applies to this. Like, let's wait it out. It sucks,
Yeah.
but it's better than having to wait again because we didn't wait long enough.
Or as my dad would
Oh,
say,
yeah.
half-ass it, and you won't have to do it again.
Yeah, same thing.
Do it.
Yeah.
Would we say in the Navy, Dan, do it right the first time, or just don't do it at all?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or as
Yeah.
Ron Swanson says, don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing.
I mean, we can keep going with that all
Whole
day.
ass the quarantine.
Yeah.
Last week.
My
Oh, sorry. Go
thing is with
ahead.
The whole I work in medical in my day job, and this thing is not something you want to play around with. And yes, the
Yeah.
reason things are closed and it sucks right now. And yeah, the virus is going away, but that's because we've stopped the curve. If we let everything open up now, everything we have done is for naught. So
for nothing.
Bear with us, guys. You know, tune into streams like this. Tune into Jobie and Josh. Just stay inside. If you don't have to go out, don't go out.
Yeah, we're trying to make it to where you don't feel alone. We've got an open community. I struggled my first few weeks because it's hard being stuck in one place. And then when our Discord grew and we built this family, I really felt better. It really has helped me and Josh personally, I think.
Yeah.
To be able to talk to people.
Well, your videos are so welcoming and they're so, inviting to watch. And it's not like, hey, guys, thanks for coming by my channel. And here's an ad for 15 minutes. And I'm going to talk about this mouse that I bought. I hate seeing that when you go on there, you know.
I feel like we even, every time you're supposed to say like and subscribe. And, we both look at each other and we're like, this just feels weird. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, well, hey, we have a motive. Because, the first few videos, we didn't say that.
No. And the thing is, what blew my mind is I just started this YouTube channel to post the video because Josh posted one on his. He's like, I'm going to post my town. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to post my town. I said, I don't have a YouTube, though. Let me make one. So I posted it, and all of a sudden it had 100,000 views. I'm like, oh, God. Yeah. People are hearing my voice. I'm so sorry.
You're definitely getting out there.
That's kind of how we started Enter the Gamer Actual. One of our taglines is never game alone, because one of the things that always struck a chord with me is gaming is a very lonely experience, especially if you don't play anything online or if you don't have a community. It's a very lonely thing. And I used to watch a lot of Critical Role. I'm a big D&D guy. I love tabletop gaming. And so one of the things that really struck a chord with me is they were posting letters they were getting, and somebody had written to them saying, hey, I really appreciate the videos you guys do. When I'm home, by myself playing games, I put you guys on in the background, and that's kind of what I wanted.
Aww.
And so over the years, we've been putting out as much content as we can, and I've been being as diligent as I can to upload it to YouTube, because I want us to be that voice in the background. Never game alone, and our entire concept is to try to make that community. So
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're kind of growing to organically as well. Just being somewhere for somebody to come watch, listen, talk. We make a conscious effort to respond to everybody. I feel everybody deserves a response. Anytime I get comments, I'll sit down and I'll go through and genuinely reply, not just thanks, okay. I really take the time to read what they're saying and respond to them. And I really like that too about our channel.
We've got some comments in the chat, Jobie. She says, Pandely says, do it the way that you guys feel genuine. And then we have another one. Ashley Chin says, I love the island tours. And then Miranda Lorian commented on Dan's dog. He says, your dog looks mad comfy. That's Doc Brutus.
Yeah, Doc Brutus is passed out on the couch.
That is cute. That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. My girls are so sweet.
So, Josh, last week we talked a lot about kind of the negative side of the economy and a lot of failures within firings and people losing money and games being delayed. This week I wanted to talk about something a little bit more positive for our industry. Video game spending for March was $1.6 billion, billion dollars this month. It's crazy.
That's insane.
That's huge. I saw Switches doubled. People can't even get their hands on them.
And we talked about that last week of Nintendo being inflated.
And it's funny. I swear the bigwigs are starting to catch on to our show, because almost as soon as we discussed that, there was a post on Facebook saying how Nintendo is realizing their Switches aren't coming out fast enough, and they've got a shipment on the way, and I'm like, AJ, they're watching us.
Oh my God, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think they do keep an eye on things, and people, we've had so many people, just even last night, I can't get a Switch, I can't play yet, I'm waiting, my shipment's stuck. They said there are no shipments. We've told them, we've suggested looking into smaller towns and calling their GameStops and stuff, but it's hard to get your hands on one right now, and it's insane.
Yeah, employing the old school methods of going from store to store and looking through everything to see if there's anything there.
Those little secluded areas.
I told Dan I think I bought the last Switch in Orange County on April 1st. I was on a mission. I did the whole curbside pickup with Best Buy. It's a strange world that we live in, but I was happy to get it.
We did the
I
curbside
love
pickup as well.
curbside pickup. I'm not even
Honestly,
gonna lie.
I saw somebody, there was a celebrity, and she posted, and she said, when we go back to normal, what normal do we want to continue to bring with us? And I'm like, hey, I want curbside pickup for Best Buy
Hell
forever.
yeah.
Hell yes, that's
Y'all set
amazing.
that up. I don't even need to walk, and I save money because I'm not impulse buying.
Right?
You do that. You stay
Hell
right
yeah.
there.
When you go to the game store, it gives you want one game, and then you end up walking out with like 4 or 5.
Dude,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what you're talking
No,
about. I don't
especially
have that
with kids.
issue
And our
at all.
children, they are all gamer nerds, all 4 of our kids. Like, even
That's
the baby, if we
amazing.
bring him to GameStop, he said, Pikachu! Pikachu! And
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, that's him. He said,
They're obsessed with it. Like the older 3 all have Switches, Switch lights.
they all
That's
started
beautiful.
Fortnite this week.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And they want me to actually play it with them and post it. And like I'm telling them like, oh yeah, man, I'm good at shooters. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get embarrassed by 3 small children who are like
Teaming up against you.
like legit. Their squads are getting like victory royales. This is an 11.
It's incredible.
Dude, I thought my son was bullshitting me. He's like,
Yeah, we
Dad,
thought he was playing, like, with some
He's
bots.
like, hey, look, I'm doing it, yeah.
and I have a picture of it on my phone. I was like, dude, I gotta take a picture of this. This is what
This
the
is real.
like, how do you win that at 9 and then I can't even like I jump out the plane and some dude like swats me as soon as
Kills your parachute. You did.
yeah, I don't even get like the parachute down.
Oh,
Well, they've got a big influence of gaming in your house now, so I'm sure that they've picked up some things watching you guys.
oh yeah.
I bet that's also, I thinking from their perspective, it's probably a little bit of a bragging rights. Like, ooh, my parents are on YouTube on Animal
Oh my God,
Crossing.
let me tell you, not even lying. Okay, so the mayor of our town, or our city, the mayor, Mr. Ray Bork, we're shopping at Home Depot yesterday looking for flowers for Earth Day, and we run into the mayor, and he's talking to us because we know him. He had, he's like, small talk, and my little girl, she said, my mom makes videos on YouTube for money.
That's awesome.
Did you just tell the
Yeah.
mayor that?
Very vague description
Yeah,
too.
and his face, and he's like, oh yeah,
Okay.
I think I've seen that, and I'm like, I mean,
Yeah.
don't tell the mayor that.
Yeah,
It was quite the moment.
I would say, especially since it was just that
Yeah.
makes videos on
Mid
YouTube for
conversation
money.
for money. I'm like, that sounds bad. I mean,
I'd have been like, what kind of videos? Are we talking-
right? This is oh god.
I don't know how to answer this question.
Oh, yeah, we ended the conversation very quickly after that.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing that situation happened. I mean, not amazing that it happened, but it's funny that the situation that you were in.
Amazing.
It was a special moment.
Yeah.
I have another story for us, Dan, and you got really excited about this when I went through the rundown. Netflix's Peaky Blinders, the English TV show, they're getting a puzzle heist game.
Yes. Wait. Oh, I thought it was going to be more like a mafia game where you get to run around and kill people.
I
in
like
the
to
English
listening to their
countryside.
voices when they talk, but I haven't gotten into the show yet.
Yeah.
Peaky
I
Blinders
wish-
is a wonderfully violent show that I absolutely adore.
See, I got stuck on I'm on a Reese Witherspoon kick. So all her productions
Oh.
that she's coming out with, Little Fires Everywhere. I binged every
So good.
I watched every episode straight. I didn't go to bed. I stayed up all night. I watched 6 hours straight
You
of that
definitely
show.
did do that.
Yep. And then I woke up and I made Josh watch it that same day too.
That's
I loved that show. I thought it was great.
You know, it was good.
I think, what is this, Dan? I think the 3rd or 4th Netflix game now. I know that Stranger Things got an up-down top platformer.
Yeah.
So, Stranger Things got like a limited release, like straight to digital, top-down, like SNES style shooter. I believe now the one that really gets me right here though is they also got a D&D set. They got Stranger Things got a D&D.
I heard about that too.
Which we've played it actually on our. If you go to our YouTube, we actually have the video up of us playing it. You get to go through the the upside down, which is really cool. So
Yeah, that-
Aw,
that's how-
man.
yeah, it's
I
really
used to
neat.
love playing movie games, like when the Harry Potter little games would come out.
Oh, I loved those. They weren't the greatest, but they were so much fun.
Quidditch
I
Cup was
had it
my
on the Game
jam.
Boy, I had it on the GameCube.
Depends on the movie game. I don't know how old some of the viewers are, but the live action Street Fighter video game.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was terrible.
Yes.
It was a
I
mess.
think
It
you
was
have to
so
love
bad
how
it was
terrible
good.
they are. Because how are they? They can't. The
I
way
mean,
they take a movie and
I
put
was
it
a
into
kid
a
and I was like,
game.
oh, cool, I can be Jean-Claude Van Damme and kick people on a screen. And then I played it and I was like, whoa, no.
What
No.
is this? No.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
it was terrible. It was,
I like playing. I have a thing for bad games. I like playing them.
Something cool about the Peaky Blinders thing is that Stephen Knight, he's a creator and a writer on the show. He actually had a lot of involvement in the game story development. And he has a quote that says...
yeah, you can go ahead.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Do your thing.
Yeah.
He said, "You're going to have to be smart as Tommy, as tough as Arthur, as ruthless as Polly, and good luck, and remember, you are a Peaky Blinder now." So it looks like it's kind of an immersive game, even though it's still the kind of up-down puzzle thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I would want to look into, but we're so busy with so many different other things that we don't really get a chance to do much now, especially now.
We have a special guest, guys.
Oh my!
Oh, look at hey! Thanks for joining us.
Oh, he's like, oh no.
No, I don't know if he likes that.
Hey, tell him. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Aww,
So
too
we
shy.
have a question from the chat. Would you ever do tours of 5-star islands from the Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We're up.
That actually was an idea that we
It
had.
was a plan, yeah. It ended up being my finals week, so I had to pour a lot of time into some essays and stuff. It really took time away, but we definitely want to go tour people's places.
Yeah, we actually asked. We put the idea out there, and a few people were like, "Oh yeah, definitely
And
do
it doesn't
that
have to be 5-star. I just want to see other people's islands.
Yeah,
the things that people come up with.
for sure."
We segue a little bit more into Animal Crossing. I know, Dan, you haven't had a chance to play it yet, but we tried to convince him before the show. We'll see if it continues. But Animal Crossing got a huge overhaul update for April. Josh, Jobie, have you guys been able to play that yet?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
streamed it last night for about 4 hours.
Yeah.
I love the update. The only thing that disappointed me is I think they felt they overdid it with the bunny, so they try to pull back, but I find you get Leaf enough.
Thing was
Yeah,
so
no,
demonic looking.
For the limited amount of time that you have for that, he's not. I mean, maybe it's just because the way that we ran into it, but I didn't see him but maybe twice in the whole span that he's supposed to be in there.
Yeah, he's there from the 23rd of April until May 5th.
Yeah.
And my first run through all those dates, he doesn't come on the KK days.
Yeah.
And then there's other things spread out. So through that entirety that he would have been there, had I been playing traditionally, he was there twice.
Yeah.
So-
And in the 2 times, he did not sell all varieties of options. So if you're playing traditionally, it's going to be difficult. You're going to have to trade with people to get everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless they fix that, because I feel like they maybe try to nerf the amount because of the overwhelming bunny event. But now you really don't see him often.
So that leads me to my next point. There's a lot of weird Easter-themed events going on in a lot of these games right now.
Yeah.
Like Ark's got this really weird one going on where there's dodos with bunny ears that drop colored eggs and what?
Yeah,
What?
It was special.
I'm so over pastel now.
Yeah,
I'm over it.
I don't know if y'all saw my video. I have an Easter room. I have 4 houses on the island, so I made
Yeah.
one of them my events room, and one of the top larger rooms I made the Easter room. When you walk in, your eyes hurt for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, I when I was watching, I was like, wow, it's very bright in here.
It is.
I'm
Like
ready
you almost
for-
got to turn the lights off. I love that house though. The ice items are like killer.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm ready for the next event to come around. I hope they put as much effort into their Halloween events as they have been for the Easter one.
Halloween events are my favorite, especially like Overwatch kills it the way they do it. It's perfect.
They're great. I love the Halloween events for everything, really.
Yeah, I'm the same. I love Halloween. I'm stoked for that one. If you, spoiler, if you time jump, the store has like the pumpkin in front of it. So I'm excited to see how else they do everything. I really am. They're gonna have some cute stuff.
Yeah.
I already got some spider webs, so I'm gonna deck everything out.
So, AJ, we're about 10 minutes out, so you want to start our top 5 this week?
Yeah, we got the top 5. So in honor of having Jobie and Josh come joining us for our interview and call in for the Game Interrupted news, I thought about our top 5 this week would be family night movies to watch at home, because you guys are parents and you have a great little family, and I'm sure we have other people in the chat that have families as well, and it can be a little aggravating with everybody being in the house. But Josh, what's your top 5? Top 1 number 5 movie that you would have to play for family night?
I think does it have to be a movie? Because I think the Baby Boss series is
Boss
really
Baby.
great. Boss Baby, yeah.
Boss Baby's the bomb.
I feel like number 5, if you want your kids they really relate to Boss Baby. Even the older ones, it's very cute. So I think number 5, maybe not a movie, but like start the series.
There is a movie.
Okay. Yeah, there's a Boss Baby movie
too, but I think the series is great. We're Netflix people for sure for the kids.
How about you, Dan?
So family movie for me, I was going to go with a spaghetti western, but I guess have to say Onward. I've heard is really good right now. I'm a big fan of
Onward
Chris
is
Pratt.
Great.
And
they did not disappoint with that one. That one was
huge.
It's been getting a lot of flack too, and I don't understand why. Just because it's not on the same level as Frozen. It's not designed for that crowd. It's something.
But it's not supposed to be. Yeah.
Right. I think it had just a little different niche to it, and maybe some people found that to be negative. But I don't understand why, because there's so much more. There's a lot of cute stuff and cool stories in the movie as well.
Yeah. I don't think it was full. Like, I feel like it was a very light movie as far as content. Like, it was very straight line plot.
Yeah.
But it was cute for what it was. Like, they wanted to make it kind of like the video game Dungeons and Dragons on a mission. I think they did a good job portraying that. It was cute.
It's supposed to be, like a feel good then feel really bad whenever you get sad, and then feel good again movie.
Yeah,
but
it was
like
good.
Without having to actually wrap your brain around any kind of social concepts. Like, I feel like Frozen throws a lot of those out there, which I think actually added to the movie for me.
Yeah.
Personally, but I had to think about it. As with Onwards, I would just like enjoy the movie for what it was.
Yeah, there were agendas in Frozen.
For me, my little sister is about 10 years younger than me, and when she was growing up, she watched the movie Over the Hedge on DVD about 857 times, and I watched it with her a lot too, and I love that movie. It's so funny. I think it's really underrated nowadays.
Yeah, we even had the DVDs lying around somewhere, and I don't ever remember watching it in my life. Like,
it's great.
But it's like, where's this DVD coming from? We don't even have a DVD player. Why is this here?
that movie just exists in your home. It just
I don't know where
it's just around.
It's just one of those.
Yeah.
Dan, what do you got for your number 4 family movie?
So my number 4 family movie, and we're gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna have to say The Dark Crystal. It is dark.
Oh gosh,
but it's a Jim Henson film, and it's just a classic. I grew up watching it. I love it, and there's even the tie-in series on Netflix right now. So if you so that's my number 4. And now I gotta think of what my third and second and first one are. After you.
How about you, Jobie?
I think I'm gonna have to go classic. I had to introduce my kids one of our movie nights to Parent Trap.
Ooh.
Parent Trap, yes.
They hadn't seen it. We watched Parent Trap and they liked it. It was older, so they were like, "What is this?" But Parent Trap's on my list. Josh hates it.
You don't like it, Josh? Really?
I mean, like to me, the way my brain works, as soon as I saw Lindsay Lohan clone herself with a real technology, I was like, oh, this is not like...
I thought it was great. I love it. Maybe I'm younger than Josh. I grew up in a different movie generation. No, I grew up with that movie.
The only movie that has that excuse to do that is Double Impact with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I can tell you're a big Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love him too. I love VD Gray. He's awesome. For me, my movie would have to be... I know I might get a little hate for this, but The Karate Kid, and I'm talking about. I love the original, and that's another.
No, don't say.
Are you saying the new one?
No, listen. I'm gonna say I love the new one, and I thought, and the reason is because I thought that Will Smith's kid, Jada Pinkett Smith, I thought he did a great job, and I connected with that movie a lot. Because I lived in an Asian country, and I experienced that a lot too.
We caught our kid watching it, and we were like, "What are you doing? That's not right."
I knew I was going to get hate for it. I love it, though.
He's like, I'm watching Karate Kid. And I looked at it and said, no, you're not.
No, that's not Karate Kid.
Nobody.
Okay.
Let's be honest here. The real Karate Kid is the dude from Cobra Kai. Let's just be honest. Daniel cheated. I see them as two different movies. Like, I see the one as the original as the Karate Kid, and then I see the newest Karate Kid as like a guy that went to China who does karate. Like, it's a kind of a difference, you know. It's the literal translation: a kid who does karate to the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
They should have called it kinda Karate Kid.
Almost Karate Kid.
Yeah.
What do you got for us, Dan? What's your number 3?
All right, sticking with the retro theme, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie.
Ooh,
I'm about it.
So
Not
good.
that Michael Bay trash that came out. I mean the ones that were put out by Jim Henson, the classics.
I'm not about the
You know,
remakes.
No.
I like the first one because of how dark it is and compared to the second
Yeah.
one.
Well, they tried to stay true to the comic series.
Yeah,
The
I mean, I
first
liked
one
the second
was
one
beautiful.
as a kid because of Super Shredder, the ooze turns, the big giant the snapping turtle and the
And
other.
the ninja rap, come on.
Yeah, with Vanilla Ice. But as an adult, I will watch the first one 10 times over the second one just because of how like raw it is, and I like that way better than the Michael Bay stuff.
The thing I like the most about the first one is it's got a little bit of everything. Kids love it because they recognize the characters from the cartoon, but it's got that dark undertone
I need to
that
back.
adults
Yeah,
can connect
BRB
with.
real quick. I'll handle the next movie. Don't worry about it. I've got a good classic that a lot of people
Yeah,
are gonna
shoot
like.
it. Go ahead, shoot. What do you got?
A movie that I watched a lot as a kid, where it starts for like classics, was the He-Man with Dolph Lundgren.
Yes,
Yes. He-Man.
I think it was
Speaking
my
language.
jam. And I mean, I wasn't even a huge He-Man cartoon fan, but
Right. I thought the movie was great too.
like that movie was so good to me as a kid, and I haven't even seen it since I've been like probably 20, and I'm 32 now. So I don't know what I think about it now, but I'm gonna keep that good memory.
What'd you
of it.
pick?
He-Man from the 80s with Dolph
What is
Lundgren.
that? That's not family movie night.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I picked?
Yeah, it is. It's good education, He-Man.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Kids love that one. You know what?
Everybody.
Okay.
Oh.
That's not fair.
How about you,
Yeah.
AJ? What do you got?
For me, Stuart Little will always hold a place in my heart. I love Stuart Little.
Think about that. Josh told me the other day, he said, I'm watching The Little Vampire. It's about a little boy who meets a
Wow.
vampire. I'm like, I love that movie.
Oh, that's a good one
That is a
too.
good
But
one,
then
yeah.
wait, I look on Netflix, it's the reanimated series. I'm like, that's not the right one.
I remember
So,
watching
Mike-
Blockbuster and seeing the case for the little vampire and be like, and I'd say that looks stupid, and I just
See, I'm much
We had-
younger. Gotta get it. Please.
nope.
We had some comments in the chat. Kale Bear says, I loved all those Haley Mills movies when I was a kid. Randalorian said, don't say it. He was probably referring to my Karate Kid
Yes.
comment. And
Oh my god.
Mike says, my
Yes.
favorite movies are Coming to America and Sister Act.
Yes.
Oh my, sexual chocolate. You've seen Coming to Him. Oh my god, I can't believe somebody said that. Mike, you're gonna get 50 garden carts now.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Awesome.
What do we got the next one for you, Dan?
Well, what number are
Rest
we
of
on?
mine are
Two,
all coming
one?
to
This
America.
is going to be number 2.
All right, so number 2. Now, this is a bit of a long shot for me, but I think that what better way to spend family time together than with a little bit of Zootopia? Because I am a
Okay.
huge
Zootopia
fan
thing.
of everything about that movie. It's not one of Pixar's better ones, and it's like furry galore, but
I think
love
the
it.
message it tried to send was cute.
I said that
They
too
did it.
about
They
the
did a
furry
good
thing.
job.
I said that too about the
Yeah,
furry
you
thing.
sure did. I'm a Shakira fan, so I'm like, yeah,
See,
girl.
I'm not, but
Yes.
everything about
Yeah.
that movie fit so well. The voice actors were great. The themes
Yeah.
of the movie were great. The little pop culture references they put in there were amazing. So that's mine. Take it for what you will.
What do you have for us, Jobie, since Josh got the last one?
I feel like I really loved Secret Life of Pets.
Oh, I like that
Yeah, I
too.
did like that one a lot.
Yeah.
I like Max.
I thought that Kevin Hart was a good standout with that one.
Song.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember which one it was.
I think that's on my list. I can tell you what is not on my list
Oh my
and
God.
cannot be top 5 is Trolls 2.
Oh,
Yes,
that at the bottom.
Spread the hate.
Don't-
put that
Don't-
at the bottom of the
don't-
list.
Don't be like us and spend $20 on a waste of time.
Yeah, that was a cool email to get.
I didn't tell Josh I spent $20 on it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I heard they emailed him.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, it
no.
was my Google account.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Oh man.
Whoops.
And I had just read the reviews on it too, and I was like, damn it.
They were right.
Oh.
For me, I would have to say Space Jam.
Oh yes.
I love Space
I
Jam.
think they just put it on Netflix too, and I want our kids to see it.
Yes, such
They
a
are
good movie.
They are helping
Oh,
us
it's
out
great.
in quarantine. They're putting some good things on there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Dan and I talked about that a couple weeks ago on one of our shows. We said that Netflix was putting a lot of stuff from our childhoods and maybe, on there for the kids to see now.
Yeah, introducing them to it. That and Disney Plus does a good job of that.
Oh yeah,
too.
Disney Plus is awesome though.
How about Dan? Give us your number one.
All right, number one, all-time family movie, Star Wars: A New Hope. Come on, it's got a little bit of everything for everybody.
It does. Yeah.
I think for a long time.
Even that part where the brother and sister kiss, which is kind of weird, but
That's
whatever.
episode 5.
Oh, that's Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah, that's Empire Strikes Back. Leia
y'all
just
got me all
kisses
messed
Luke
up.
on the cheek, if I remember correctly, in A New Hope.
Yeah, I know
For
she
luck.
did some.
Yeah, for luck.
For all.
Yeah, because at the end of Strikes Back, that's when Han gets
Can I
carbonated, right?
Can I pick a series again for mine? Because Mandalorian.
Yeah, go ahead.
Killer.
How did the kids feel about that? Yeah.
They loved it.
Yeah,
Oliver looks for Baby Yoda everywhere.
So good.
Yes.
Said, oh, Baby Yoda!
Yeah, he gets stupid.
Baby
You
Yoda.
know, Disney's
So
confirmed
we
season
loved it,
3.
and we love Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda's not down there, dude.
Did you guys cave in and get the toy? Did you pre-purchase a toy or?
Do you know it sold out in seconds?
I know, it was crazy.
I watched it for months. I watched my email. I was like, let me know when this is here. And I got the email and it was gone within seconds. And it was like $60.
Yeah.
Oh
I
wow.
would hate
Are you
it.
talking about the Build-A-Bear one?
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah.
sold out. They're like, we don't even know if or when we'll have more. So
If. We don't know anything anymore. They got bought so fast.
yeah, they were cute. I wanted one bad.
Yeah, we were on the lookout for it, and we didn't get it.
Go ahead, Dan.
Oh no, I was just saying I got the I special ordered the pop, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yay! They're so cute. I just
Yeah.
can't get over them.
My number one family movie is going to have to be Brother Bear. The story, so good, and I feel like the music, he blessed us with that incredible music. He went so hard on
Yes.
it, and he didn't need to. It's him, the same thing with Tarzan, the music, just incredible.
that
No,
was
it's
Rick
still
Moranis' last movie too.
Hmm.
I love Brother Bear. The message was good. It was
was
made
great.
back in a time where movies didn't have an agenda for children.
Yeah.
There was nothing social or like political in it. So I loved Brother Bear. I was young when that one came out. That one's a really good one. Yes?
Alrighty though, but it looks like we're coming to the end of our stream here. Jobie and Josh, thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Thank you
Yep,
so
thank you for
much
having
for
us.
having us. We appreciate it.
We'll definitely
It was
have
so
to
much
do this
fun.
again.
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
It was great meeting you guys,
Yeah, absolutely.
and finally getting to put the faces behind the videos and all of you guys' great content.
I
Yeah.
mean, I haven't had a haircut in like 2 months, but
Same, man. I'm kind of going with the Jim Halpert look right now.
yeah, I was like, should I wear something on my head? And I was like, no, nobody's getting haircuts.
Yeah,
So everyone's
it's the
gonna
new norm.
everyone's gonna be like, man, Josh is full of shit.
But there's going to be more content coming out. We're working on it. I'm getting better at it. I was brand new, so I'm working hard and learning things for everybody to help them out. So we're definitely going to have more new games coming. And if anybody has suggestions or something they want to see, we're happy to provide that
Yeah,
too.
for sure. Like asking the question about the 5-star island tours in the Discord. I mean, if you guys have anything in mind that you do want to see from us, feel free to let us know for sure.
Absolutely. Well, my name is AJ East Coast, and thank you guys for coming by to Game Interrupted.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Sorry, getting our stuff good. And thanks, guys. Never game alone.
Yep.
Who talks about Armada 2.0, I swear to God I will come for you.
Saying that they are surprise mechanics and people love surprises.
To get a Baneblade, the plastic Baneblade, to sell in the store at ROE Games, 19 Park Lane, Havelock. Come by, see us.
AOSKey here, and this is By the Numbers.
This week we're going to be going over character creation for Wrath and Glory.
My name is Keith, or you can call me ArmorBoy21. It's my gaming deck. Today we're going to learn D&D.
Oh, hello there.
Your armor, sir?
Boom!
You take 7 points of damage.
Alright guys, we're rocking out really hard tonight. So what we got going on is Grease.
there will be swearing and or shenanigans of the adult nature.
Damn it!